I love listening to the conversations that gurus have with their followers or students or whatever term you prefer or exists in your paradigm of your conversation about the difference between the duality and singularity. But it's always, there's really only one conversation that occurs. And it's as you become more rooted in the availability of singularity, it becomes more and more clear that it is just one conversation that's happening. It's the same conversation that happens over and over again. And please excuse the noise around me. It makes no difference. I'm in a city walking. I just finished my run. And it's a struggle. You hear the conversation is a struggle between. And it has flavors of questioning the guru, questioning whether or not there's really a there. And questioning the confidence of the question asker varies, but there's always a question of, what am I not getting? That's what there's a struggle there of, and the guru says the same thing 1,000 different ways, 1,000,000 different ways. In fact, there's only one conversation on earth. Once you've eaten some food and you have a full belly, there's a conversation that exists of, why am I here? What's the purpose of all this? Why am I in pain? People don't say, why am I in pain? Because they're in denial of their own pain, but you can hear it in the struggle. Why? The struggle is proof of their pain. They bear that burden every day. And they somehow intuitively know that there's forgive my terminology, but there's a kingdom. The kingdom of heaven is not somewhere they aren't. And yet the struggle is why is the kingdom of heaven? Why is it not available to me? Why have you forsaken me, guru or God or whoever they're praying to? What is it about me that I can't see it? And the struggle is the same struggle. It's the same struggle. It's the survival struggle that is keeping them from heaven. It's the same struggle it's the fight. It's the human fight. The human fight is a position. It's a belief system. It's an answer. It's a way of listening to the world from an answer, from a righteousness, from an I know. And so the fight that keeps someone from the joy of the awareness of, or the oneness with the one consciousness, it's the same struggle. And there's 1,000 ways to ask the single question. There's 1,000,000 ways to ask the single questions and 1,000,000 ways to explain it. And the rewording of the same question is the struggle's way of saying, but wait, Guru, I recognize you've just given the same answer 1,000,000 times and you've dressed it differently 1,000,000 times. But you're not getting it, Guru, because I can't go to where you are. And let me try to rephrase the question in a way that you'll finally set up a path that I can walk on. The other 1,000,000 paths, they're not for me. I am a struggle. I have to fight. I deserve my own path. And you're wrong. Those other paths are wrong. They don't work. I tried them. There's only one conversation between you and awareness. And you can see it when other people ask the question. You can see it when the answer is given. And you can see it passively. But when you stand up, it's your turn. You keep asking. You don't listen. There's nothing to understand. The only thing between you and the awareness is the question. And you go ahead. Ask the same question in the 1,000th, the 1,000,000th way. And justify your willingness to struggle forever. Or just recognize that there's something behind the question that listens to you form it, that's peaceful, that doesn't have any questions. It's the absence of questions. It's when there are no questions left to ask, then you're not there. And yet you didn't go anywhere. You're not somewhere new. But you're not there. Something bigger than you is there. Something that doesn't need to ask the question. Something that sees you ask the question. Someone that sees others ask the question. Something that can see the point of view of a human that's keeping them from the one consciousness where the joy is. There's no question you can ask. Just let it go. Just give up. Quit asking questions. And be in the silence without the self that asks those questions. Can you let that go? Can you just be where the joy is? There's no question you're going to miss. You're going to get 100%. There's nothing to understand. There's no one you need to be. There's nothing you need to deserve to go there. And you will go there. I suspect upon your death. It's just, do you want to go there now? Do you want to feel it now? And all your fears about why you're not able to go there and why you haven't been able to go there, they're your fears that you'll die, that you'll lose yourself, that everything you believe will be meaningless. But that entire psychological construct that you've created throughout your life, that you're that personality who you think you are, that's not going anywhere. It's just going to be a whisper in the back that you can always listen to when you want to. It's not going anywhere. There's nothing to be afraid of, but fear. The fear is the only thing to be afraid of, because it's keeping you from joy. It's only the fear that keeps asking the questions so you don't slip into the joy. Just let go. Slip into the joy. Fall in. Fall into a pool of warm joy. All right. Just thinking up stuff when I run and trying to share new ways of talking about the same thing a million different ways. And appreciate your listening. Appreciate your here-ness being here. I think there's like a, and this is not relevant to anything about you, but I think there's a momentum to the here-ness, and if you'll join it, I think that, and be a witness to the isness. If you'll join and find this authentically, I don't mean anything other than authentically. You can be part of the momentum that brings joy to the world, if you will. All right, thanks for listening. Heading into the market. It's going to get really loud now.